Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. The inner cities have faced a problem in recent time. Moped crime, the use of it to be able to get through these condensed, narrow streets and the back alleys of the inner cities. In 2012 in London there was 800 moped related crimes. In 2017 it had risen to 23,000 and the government didn't really want to admit that there was actually a problem. The police claimed there was on top of it, but every single day new reports and new crimes of people getting robbed and mugged and armed robberies, all related to moped crime. I believe it contributed in a way to the gig economy. People's working 0-hour shifts or working for Deliveroo, and there was a lot of moped use, and in the inner cities with congestion there was thousands of mopeds. And yesterday a gang of 12 were jailed for a series of robberies, and I'm going to take you through them now. This is part of an investigation by the Met's Trident proactive team, because Trident go after violent gangsters. The court heard how in November 2017 and June 2018 the gang were responsible for 16 offences across South and West London. Most of the offences were committed at night, and the defendants rode motorcycles and used vehicles which were either stolen or had their number plates removed. The gang's professional offending meant they almost left no physical evidence behind and usually wore motorcycle helmets in an attempt to avoid identification. The Metropolitan Police launched an investigation named Operation Fieldhouse into the organised crime group. So they actually started to class these moped gangs because they were so efficient and making so much money. You become an organised crime gang, so you like the mafia, but on like a smaller scale in the inner city. Following an increase in violent moped-enabled robberies across the capital, this included a robbery from uniformed officers on Lily Road in SW6, southwest London. This happened in November of 2017. The officers came across a moped. It was identified as stolen, so as police officers do, they wait with the moped to get recovered. The suspects approached the officers, discharged two high-powered fire extinguishers as a distraction and stole the mopeds back. Have you ever heard anything so ridiculous in your life? As a result of several months of meticulous work and surveillance, key members of the organised crime group were identified. The 12 defendants that they convicted: Omar Tafat, he was from southwest London, most of them were from southwest London, Josh Strong Myers, Kian Taylor, Stephen Weller, Terry Marsh, Ryan Moran, John McFadden, Isaac McFadden, Mitchell Lever, Aaron Peake, Scott Lever and Ram Monk. The police investigation established the gang were responsible for the theft of approximately £40,000 worth during 2 ram raids at the same shop in Kensington High Street, and I actually have footage of this actual robbery. During the first incident on the 31st of December 2017, the group used a stolen Range Rover to break into the store. The defendants stole 2 high-value coats before abandoning the vehicle and fleeing on motorbikes. The second incident took place on the 30th of January 2018, where 3 mopeds rammed the front of the shop to gain entry at approximately 1:30 in the morning. 4 suspects entered the store holding planks of wood, which they used to assault a security guard. As the gang members stole items of clothing, the security guard managed to escape and find safety in a nearby taxi, where police were alerted. The offenders made off with a number of clothing items. The gang were also responsible for the attempted theft of a media camera that was fixed to Putney Bridge on Thursday the 22nd of March to film the Oxford-Cambridge boat race. Wow. They literally just had no care in the world. They just took anything. If it wasn't nailed down, literally these guys were on it. The suspects attended on mopeds and attempted to remove the camera using an angle grinder, but they was unsuccessful. They proceeded to ride to Lonsdale Road, where they stole a high-value video camera from a scaffolding platform. The camera had never been recovered. At approximately 1500 hours on the 7th of May, Tafat, Taylor and Strong Myers were involved in an attempted knife-point robbery on Dolphin Street in Kingston. A police helicopter identified the suspects riding 2 mopeds in the area, and an immediate police pursuit began with police vehicles on the ground. During the pursuit, they exceeded ridiculous speeds, ignored road traffic and drove like absolute maniacs.
In the city, don't be asking listening to my shit.
Through parks including Shepherd's Bush Green and across pedestrian areas. The three men were detained and arrested in Ealing by police during a 90-minute pursuit which ran through 10 London boroughs, and there was at one point 3 of them was actually on one bike, and the way that they never killed themselves or injured others, I will not know to this day. It was like, this footage is very, very dangerous. The gang's final offence involved an attempted robbery in Sandpits Road. This was circulated widely on social media. They approached a female who was walking hand in hand with her 3-year-old son. They demanded jewellery whilst threatening to harm the boy if she did not comply. The victim, however, grabbed her child and ran backwards into traffic in an attempt to escape. At this point, the occupants of a lorry exited the vehicle and he chased the suspects away. The suspects for this offence were later identified as Marsh, Weller and the 2 McFadden brothers. In the earlier hours of Wednesday, the 19th of July, the police investigation culminated in a series of search warrants. Marsh, Weller, Hask, Isaac McFadden and Moran were arrested as a result. Officers seized clothing linking them to a number of offences, mobile phones and approximately $6,000 in cash and an imitation firearm. The Operation Fieldhouse was a painstaking investigation by Trident, and they sought to apprehend violent moped thieves. Following months of hard work and dedication carried out by my officers, the organised crime group responsible for the series of dangerous offences across London have been brought to justice. Their terrified victims and a number of calculated and violent ordeals now have to spend a significant time behind bars. And in all, the sentences range from like 13 years to 10 years, 8 years. There was quite harsh sentences, but of course the crimes were very, very harsh. The danger that they put people in and the way that they was driving 3 men on a motorbike is just, I can honestly say I've never seen anything like it. I don't think I've seen it. Like, to be 3 men on a motorbike and to be able to go the length and distance they went without coming off until where they did. I hadn't seen it at the speed that was going where they was travelling in the middle of the city. Shocking. I'd love to hear what people's thoughts are on this. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and please don't forget to join us on Hot 92 every Tuesday 10 till 12 on the UK Takeover Show with DJ Bigos, and go and check out 24 hours a day Hot 92 Radio, the biggest underground radio station in Birmingham.